Yo, welcome to episode 33 of Directly to You of Redirect Podcast. I am AJ of Redirect, and this week my Nintendo YouTube OG, Mia, is back on the show to go through our 2025 Nintendo years in review so we can really marinate on what we played last year. We also talked about Animal Crossing New Horizons new content drop and a bunch more. On to the episode. Nintendo finally sent through these year reviews. I wanted to go through them because I think that they're fun and interesting. And I think it's particularly interesting this year, given that we got a new console. And I wanted to have you here to do it because I feel like you're just as engaged with your Switch 2 as I am. So I think that,
Yeah.
and we played pretty different games. So it'll be a good juxtaposition, I feel.
My year in review is actually hilarious, not gonna lie. Pretty
Mine
funny.
Mine's I don't like how they categorize stuff, and we'll get into that. But as far as like the games that I played, I was like, yeah, that checks out. That all makes sense. But like the genres that they say, I don't think makes a whole lot of sense.
Right.
But should we start with yours or do we want to start with mine?
I want to hear
Okay,
what you've been playing.
We can start with me. We can start with me. We can start with me. Okay. Here's my year in review for 2025. They're trying to do the Spotify thing this year. Yeah, it's how I spent time on my Nintendo Switch. Oh, what's this? You started playing Nintendo Switch too? Yeah, hey, yeah, hey. They didn't even do no pomp and circumstance. I don't get no confetti.
Right. No confetti, no
It's
nothing.
crazy. All right, I played 54 games for 712 hours in 2025.
Nice.
There's a preview of some of the games that I played. Top three. I'm not surprised at all. My number one
Oh,
game.
that's not surprising at
And it's not
all.
surprising even a little bit. Donkey Kong Bonanza, Super Smash Brothers, Legends EA. That's the wrong order. Legends EA is top. Wait, which one's? Oh yeah. Okay, so Smash Brothers is number two, and then Donkey Kong is number three. This is where I have an issue. I th- I think I think that their category, that like how they categorize genres makes no sense. Like how is my well, we'll see, we'll get into it when we see the other games that I played. But I only got 10% fighting games, and my literal second most played game is a fighting game. That doesn't make any sense.
You know, Nintendo has a very interesting way of categorizing Smash Brothers. They don't really consider Smash Brothers a fighting
But they
game.
do. It's a fighting game on the website. Like if you go to the eShop, it
Do
says
they
fighting game.
really? I don't know. I thought they called it something else. Like they called it like a action party game or something. I don't know. You know more about that than I do.
Nintendo calls it a fighting game. Like the FGC like fighting game nerds, they're more contentious about whether or not it's called a fighting game, and they call it a platform fighter. That's what they call it. But either way, I thought that was weird, and it's not even just because Smash Brothers. Again, we'll get to that when we scroll down. Also, I got beef with that adventure game distinction. I think adventure game is meaningless. Here's my breakdown month by month. Before Switch 2, I wasn't really on this. I was on my PlayStation and my Xbox. I was playing Monster Hunter. I was playing what else was I playing? Oh, Marvel Rivals. And then that's when Switch 2 came out, and then it's like, oh, my time
Yeah,
blew up.
definitely know that was a new release.
Yeah, absolutely. This was Pokemon. This right here was Pokemon. Uh that was Donkey Kong. I'm surprised that didn't shoot up. But June, that was like, trying a lot of different stuff. I finished Tears of the Kingdom
Yeah.
because I didn't play it. I didn't want to beat Ganon when I was playing it the first time. I was like, I don't want to beat it yet. And then when I got my Switch 2, I was like, oh, this is a good reason to beat it now. Because the
Oh
Switch 2
wow, look
edition.
at you.
Yeah, so I did that. And then this is, let's play games. Smash, smash. Why can I not scroll with the trackpad? I gotta click on the arrows.
February Smash.
Smash. And then Switch 2 came out. Now it's Mario Kart, Donkey Kong, Street Fighter 6, which is another reason why I'm like 10% is ridiculous. Because one of
Nice.
the games I played the most 1 month was a fighting game. Hollow Knight Silk
Yeah.
Song, Pokemon, Legends EA.
Those
And then
hours
the
are
rest of them's probably just gonna be Pokemon. Yeah.
your hours are insane. That's crazy.
Well, you gotta figure like I played through this game to record the footage. I'm streaming it. So that's what that is. I did a video literally talking about how I played 100 hours of Pokemon and I needed the
Yeah.
that. So yeah. Sound this out. I think I already picked this. Oh no, I didn't. Uh
Pokemon.
this I'm honestly I'm torn on this. I don't know what to pick between Bonanza and ZA specifically. Cause I think Bonanza is like a better game, right?
Yeah.
But I enjoyed Pokemon more.
Interesting.
So that's why I'm conflicted. Because Pokemon is more like it's closer to being wish fulfillment. It's
Hmm.
like it's not quite there. It's not what I want in a Pokemon game 100%, but it's closer than I expected them to get with this.
Right.
Um but Donkey Kong, Donkey Kong is just a good game. It's just, like it's a 3D Mario game, but it's Donkey Kong.
Hmm.
So that's where I'm at with that. And then they let you do all the other years and whatnot. Blah blah blah. Your turn.
Yeah. My 2025 is very funny. Like my 2025 year review showed me some things that I even forgot that I played. I was like, what? And then I had that many hours. All right, it's my turn. All right, so. Oh, wait, what's this? I also started playing
Oh.
this year. Yay! We hope you're having a blast. I am Nintendo. Thank you so much for the acknowledgement. I am having a blast. So as you can see, I have a lot of interesting games here, and I put in work. You hear me?
You were making fun of me for my hours. Look at your
No,
hours.
your hours are crazy, but my hours are also crazy, and the games for like that I have the most hours in is actually hilarious. It's probably gonna be hilarious for a lot of people. 53 games, 1,068 hours. I mean, hey, I've been putting in some work this year.
Yeah, you been going in.
Um, my top three games were Ooblets, Hello Kitty, Island Adventure, and of course, Xenoblade Chronicles X. Anybody who knows me
I'm
absolutely
not
knows
surprised by
that
two of
Xenoblade
these.
game. Yes,
Yeah, I don't.
everybody knows that a Xenoblade game was gonna be in my top.
Yeah, I
But
know
look
that.
at those Hello Kitty hours, bro.
What is Ooblets? I don't know. Wait, actually, I lied to
Oh,
you. I think I heard about this game. This game,
Ooblets,
my friend
huh?
Alec was talking about this game, I believe. And I feel, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel this is just Pokemon.
It
This-
is.
eh,
It is. And the way that you get more ooblets is that you have to dance battle ooblets that you find in the wild. And if you win the dance battle, it's actually so funny, man. I encourage anybody who likes monster catchers like Pokemon and other games to try it out. It is so funny. It's funny. It's charming. It's all the things. And but it isn't just a creature collector though. It's also very much so a cozy game. You get to build your farm, you get to build your home,
right.
customize your home, make it
Hmm.
beautiful, all the things. There's cooking in the game as well. So it's kind of like a cross between Pokemon and like Stardew Valley or something like that, you know.
Right.
I love it. And it actually has a storyline. So like it has like a beginning and an end. Like you can actually finish the game.
Hmm.
Like of course you can continue, collecting ooblets and things like that. But like there's like, you know,
How many
some things you do in
Ooblets
the
are
game to
there?
kind of help the town and huh?
How many Ooblets are there?
I don't even know.
Oh, you
I
didn't
didn't
you
really
didn't
get
catch them all?
I didn't I don't know if I did or not. I didn't get into it that way. For me, it was more just like a cozy thing. It's like,
Hmm.
oh, I got these cute little ooblets and they're so cute. But then I also get to go make my farm and then I also get to go make my house look beautiful. So I played it more like a cozy game than a creature collector, even though
Right.
it has both of those elements to it.
Yeah, that's fair. I
And
don't
of
really
course, they
like. For the
do
record,
Hello Kitty.
I only
Uh-huh.
started catching every Pokemon post content creation. Before that, I didn't care
Nice.
about that. I only call it the
Mhm.
ones that I was like, this one's cool, this one's cute. I like that one. I'll catch it.
Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
the Ash playthrough. I go through a game of 1,000 Pokemon and catch 60.
I wish that I kind of would have been one of those people who like got into Pokemon like young.
Mhm.
I feel like if I did, it probably would be a series that I would be interested in, honestly.
That's
Because when
entirely
I
what
think
it is
about
for
it,
me. It's because
yeah, because
I
when
was
I
the
think
perfect
about
age
it,
for it.
I do play games that are kind of like that.
Hmm.
Obviously, Ooblets is one of them. I've played that game Tim Tim on Steam, which I actually really like before they literally like deserted it. Um, I know this is blasphemous to say, but I'm actually one of those people who enjoyed Power World.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
Um,
Gross. Makes me
but
sick.
I very much do also play that game like a cozy game, more
Hmm.
so than a creature collector. I definitely play it like Ark Survival, more so than I play it like Pokemon. But that being said, I do. My point is, I do play games with a creature collecting kind of like you know mechanic.
Right.
I just don't play Pokemon like that, except for the one Pokemon that my homie Sanita D sent me. She sent me Pokemon Shield a couple of years ago. I actually really enjoyed it. I actually really
Oh, then
enjoyed it.
you
I
need
thought it was
tap in. That's not. You need tap in. That's crazy if you like Pokemon
maybe
Shield.
I don't know
But
maybe
I will say, granted, you like RPGs. I don't. I play well.
I love
So
RPGs.
that's not true. I don't like turn-based RPGs. I like action
I
RPGs. I don't like turn-based RPGs. I don't like it.
oh
Um,
my
so
goodness.
that's the issue. I play Pokemon because I care about all the other stuff. It's because
Right.
I
The
care about the
adventure stuff.
Pokemon. I
The
care about
adventure.
the characters. I care about the world, the lore, all that kind
Yeah.
of stuff. And I put up with the turn basedness of it all, and that's
Oh,
why
that's
I like
disappointing.
ZA because ZA is
Yeah.
not turn based. So
See, now mm, that's one of the reasons why I'm just like, maybe I'll wait for the next one. Maybe I'll wait for Gen 10 or whatever y'all be talking about on Twitter.
I
Um,
wasn't saying tap into ZA. I was just talking about Pokemon in general.
well,
Um,
yeah, because like I know that people were talking about ZA and all the things, and I'm just like,
But ZA,
I should turn this.
I would even push back against that because ZA is inspired by Xenoblade. The battle system is
Is
inspired
it?
by Xenoblade's battle system.
Huh.
So that's why I was it's kind of up your alley. I'm just saying.
Maybe. You
Um,
kind of you selling me a little bit. You know.
I think that again, for the record, I don't think that this game. I contend that Pokemon games are not good. There has never been a good Pokemon game ever. Again, I play it in spite of the video game aspects of
Yeah.
it all.
Well, I don't need. I'm not one of those kind of people who's like, oh, I'm only gonna play a game if it's like a GOTY contender. I don't
Yeah,
playing a cute little game.
right. That's fair.
I got 335 hours in Hello Kitty Island Adventure.
I was going to ask you.
Clearly,
I was going to ask you about that, but I don't even really say that to say it needs to be. Well, I do think because of its status as a brand, it should aim to be the best. But I don't even mean that it's not the best. I mean it's not even like good enough to be like a standard like good game.
oh man,
I think like the best Pokemon games are like almost there, but even the ones that are like considered to be the best Pokemon games are really just the best for their time. It's like if Pokemon Emerald came out tomorrow, people wouldn't be like checking for it like that. But because it came out in the early 2000s, people are like, this game's really good. This game was my childhood, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. Same thing with like Pokemon Yellow and Gold and Silver and all the other stuff.
I trust your word.
But I think that Pokemon, again, all the other stuff that's attached to it is what keeps people on board for various reasons. And there's so many different things that you can get attached to in the same way that you were talking about with Ooblets, where it's like you're not really playing it for the monster collection of it all. You're playing it for like the cozy game aspects. That's in Pokemon. And there's also like shiny hunting and like, obviously, if you like battling, you get into that. And there's other things depending on what the game is that people can like dump a bunch of hours into.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it's just like I just wanted to be better at all of the things. I wanted to like because they try to do so much and they're bad at all of it, and it's like a jack of all trades kind of situation.
hopefully they do good with the next one. I know everybody's looking forward
It's
to the
year
next one.
30. So this is the
That's what the
Breath of the
streets are
Wild
saying.
year.
The streets are saying that the next one gonna be lit. So
It better.
I hope y'all think it is.
I agree. Hello Kitty. I need to understand
Oh
this.
God, Hello Kitty. Hello Kitty had me in a chokehold this year. You know what? Let's go see just how much of a chokehold it had me in, okay? So there's my breakdown. As you can see, 30% adventure, 23% action, character driven, 21%. Da, da,
See, I
da.
got beef with
Got
that. What does that mean?
which one? Character driven?
Adventure. How is role playing not your number one?
Adventure? I don't know. But here's my breakdown. For a teacher, I game a lot.
That's true.
Except for April and May, you can tell that's end of the year teacher stuff. So I have
Hmm.
to make sure
You
I'm
gotta
doing
lock
end of the
in.
year testing and kindergarten graduation, all that kind of stuff. So I don't really game as much in April and May as you can see.
Hmm.
But the rest of those months, I actually been doing a little bit of gaming.
Switch
All
2 came
right.
out at a perfect time for you.
It really did. Like, oh my gosh. Especially me being on summer break. Okay, so in January, that's when I had the most of my time with Ooblets. Um, and then February is when Hello Kitty came out.
So
And
is
I
this just Animal Crossing? What is this Hello Kitty game?
It is actually well, yeah. It's very, very similar to Animal Crossing in the sense where you're basically getting housing for like people. Okay, let me rewind because okay. So in Hello Kitty Animal Island Adventure, sorry, in Hello Kitty Island Adventure, you're coming to this island on a plane with all these other Sanrio characters. So you got Hello Kitty, you got My Melody, you've got who else? Kuromi, all the others, right?
Mhm.
So you all come to this island. It's like a retreat for you and your friends, yada yada yada. But it's not like they're like your villagers.
Okay.
Like in Animal Crossing, like you are like creating your island however you want. You get to live there. You get
Hmm.
to invite people to come live with you. Like they're there with you, but they don't have the same role as like your villagers do in Animal Crossing.
Oh, so
Like
you
they
don't
don't
got
even have
motion
like
like that. You're just.
no, they don't even have like a house, bro.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
they don't even have a house. Like for example, like my Melody has like a shop and she's there like all the time, bro. I don't know where she goes when she's not in the shop. Um, let's see, like Hello Kitty has a bakery. She doesn't have a home, but she's there so that you have a place to cook.
Wait. So what
Um,
kind of character are you? Like, what do you play as?
I oh oh yes, you get to actually be an animal character in this game. It's not like how in Animal Crossing where you're the only human.
Hmm.
And Hello Kitty, I'm like a cute little sheep character, and she's so cute. I love her
So
so
is it a
much.
custom? It's
Anyway,
like a custom situation.
yes,
Like
you
you
get
could
to
choose what
customize
kind of
your
animal
own
you are.
character. You get to choose whatever kind of animal you want to be. You
Okay.
can choose like your fur, your coat, your ear type or whatever. And it is customizable in that way. And you do get to make your own home.
Okay.
So like even though like Hello Kitty doesn't have her own home, My Melody doesn't have her own home, like Pom Pom Purin doesn't have his own home. Like they have like their little stations, like
It's
you
like
know,
how I used to think teachers were when I was a child.
yeah, it's basically like that. It's like that, right? But the difference between Hello Kitty and Animal Crossing is that in Animal Crossing, you get to invite other people to your island who come there as visitors, and then they could also choose to live there forever if they like it there.
Hmm.
So, for example, let's say that I don't know, Hello Kitty's mom, she visits the island one day and she's like, okay, well, I'm gonna visit next time. And then she visits another time and she visits another time. Whenever she visits so many times, like you can do like a quest for her and she could like choose to like live there permanently. But anyway, it actually is more of an adventure game more so than it is like a cozy game. I mean, it is a lot of like you're making cabins for like to invite like your group of friends, like to invite like their family members and like their friends and then like their co-workers like to come over and live on your island. But it's also like you're doing like these questy things because you're trying to revive the island itself. Like there's this this story. There's a story that you can finish. Like you can finish Hello Kitty. It is a
Okay.
story. It's not like Animal Crossing where it's open ended and you can play it for however long you want. I mean, you
Well, you can
can,
finish New
but I would
Horizons technically.
technically you can. Yes, technically you can. But what I'm saying is in Hello Kitty, it's like an actual storyline.
Mm,
It's not like, oh,
yeah.
you do so many things for your island and then KK Slider comes and then
Right.
like there's like an actual storyline. Like there's something that's happening to the island and there's things you have to do in order to restore the island and things like that.
You scrapping this
And there's
game?
hmm?
Do you scrap in this game?
No, there's no combat, but there are shrine like areas, dungeon like
So it's a
areas where you
platformer?
no. Think about okay, how can I explain it? So Hello Kitty is like a mix between like Animal Crossing. It's a mix between like The Legend of Zelda, um, and it's also like a Stardew Valley type of game where you can like
Okay.
craft and make stuff.
But
And like
the funny thing is, every game that you mentioned that's not Animal Crossing also has combat. So I don't understand. What do you do in the
but it
shrines?
doesn't have combat.
Like, what do you
So
do it?
like the shrines, think about the shrines in like Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom where it doesn't require combat. It just
So it's
requires you
like a
to like complete
puzzle
these certain
situation.
puzzles.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, they're like puzzles, right? And you can get items and things like that, from completing the puzzles. But I don't know. It really is an island adventure. I don't really know how else to explain it. I feel like the title is very accurate to
So
what
how
it
do you
is.
put this many hours into this game? What are you doing? Like, what do you do?
Finding all of the shrines, completing all of the shrines,
Okay.
doing all of the story stuff to restore the island, making cabins for people. And then also another thing with Hello Kitty Island Adventure is like it's not like Animal Crossing where like you can just keep going and doing all the things.
Mhm.
Like this game is actually like time locked. Like once you're done with all your quests for the day, like there's nothing else you can really do except for like design a cabin or like go plant some flowers and stuff
Mhm.
like that. So I guess that's
Wait. So
another
like
way to
more
kind
than Animal because Animal Crossing's like that too. It's just
of, I don't really think Animal Crossing is like that. Cause like for example, when you think about like Animal Crossing and like all of the things you can do, right?
mhm.
You have like your quote unquote like checklist for like your Nook miles and all that stuff.
Right.
And then you can continue on like doing like your collectopedia, whatever
Oh
it's
yeah,
called in
like
Animal.
it'll give you other things that you can do. So I
Yes,
was
like
more so
in
thinking
this
like
game.
so like in Animal Crossing, what I was thinking was, and we'll talk about when we talk about the update. But there's like
Sure.
specific things that you want to do, and some of those things are time locked. Where it's like, okay, I want to
Yeah,
upgrade this building, or I want to do
yeah.
this ordinance or whatever, and they'll be like, all right, this will go in effect tomorrow, and it's like,
Yeah,
okay.
but if you're a naughty Animal Crossing like me, you can just time travel. You
that,
cannot time travel in Hello Kitty.
So how does it move on from there? What's the
You just have to wait till the next day.
they don't let you time travel? Why not?
No, and they even explicitly say it in their they put it in like their
And
little
the
notes or
Eula?
whatever. They told you that if you try to time travel, you're probably gonna break the game, and they were like, "We do not encourage time traveling." They are very serious about it.
That's crazy. They're the time traveling
They're very
feds.
serious about it. Like some blink themselves, like, "Hey, don't do this because you might break your game."
Fair enough.
I don't know if anybody's been brave enough to try it, but I don't want to. I've spent too many hours.
Yeah, no, that would be crazy. Somebody
Oh
should
my
have
God.
fell on the sword early to see what happens.
I thought about it. I was like, you know what? Let me test their gangster, but I don't know if I'm about that life. I'm not. If they say don't do it, I'm not gonna do it.
That's fair. All
But
right.
as you can see,
Also,
I
Animal Crossing.
continued on to March
Up
with
there's Xenoblade.
Hello. Yes, and then April is when Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition came back. One of my most favorite games of all time.
I played this
Um,
game on the Wii U for 30 hours and it made me angry. because
it makes you
because I
what?
was like, so when I bought the game, and this was like during an era where this was like happening a lot. Like a lot of games did this. Where like I bought the game and I was like, yo, I want to play as the mech. That thing looks cool. That'd be sick. So I get the game and the game is like, you can't. It's going to take a long time. You got to get the license. So I was like, all right, bet.
See,
I'll get the license. And then I get the license and just how it controlled made me mad. So I was like, this isn't even
oh
fun.
no.
And I, I stopped.
To be fair, I even though I'm a huge Xenoblade fan, I understand why a lot of people just can't vibe with that type of gameplay style. I get it. And
For the
then
record,
with
I've
Xenoblade,
played every Xenoblade game. I played all of them.
yeah.
No, I lied. I didn't play three. I didn't play three. I played one,
No,
two,
that's the one
three,
you
X,
definitely need to play
and
if you ever decide to go back.
and I played the definitive edition, and I played the 3DS one, but the remaster on 3DS.
Right.
Um, I like them. They're like fine, and I like. There's like certain things that I like about that I'm like, which they did it in ZA. Well, some of it that I like. Like I like the positioning. I like that. I think that that's a really cool idea for an RPG to pursue. I think that it adds what I feel is missing in the turn-based games.
What do you mean by that?
Because with turn-based games, it feels like to me, it feels like it's you solve a puzzle, and then once you solve the puzzle, it's like, all right, I know how to win now. Whereas like I'm more used to like with fighting games, the puzzle's never really solved because you're playing against a human, so they're not going to do the same thing. But
Right.
NPCs will do the same thing. They have programmed behaviors. So once you figure the game out, you like know like okay, I do this attack here, I attack this enemy this way, and that's how I beat them. And that aspect of it is it just gets old to me personally.
I get it. I love these games though. I never get tired. I
That's
mean,
fair.
there's one of them I got tired of, but we don't talk about that. But yeah, so Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition in April. And I actually stopped playing it in anticipation for the Switch 2. I was like, I want to
Hmm.
finish this on the Switch 2, which I did end up doing just like a couple weeks ago. Or maybe even last week. I think last week I literally just finished it.
So you did what I did
Of
with
course.
Tears of the Kingdom, but they didn't update this,
Mhm.
unfortunately.
Right. I'm still waiting for the Xenoblade games to get updates. I don't know if they will. I think they're probably gonna move on, but I would love if they did. But anyway, I went back to Hello Kitty in May and in June because I was of the mindset, even when the Nintendo Switch 2 came out, just like Mario Kart is cool, but I'm really just kind of interested in playing what I'm already playing.
Mhm.
So I didn't stop playing what I was already playing. I just continued playing what I was already playing, but on the Switch 2. So I kept playing Hello Kitty. July, of course, more Hello Kitty. And it's prime time. It's summertime for me. So
Yeah.
I'm just putting so much time in Hello Kitty.
Did they do a Switch 2
Like
edition for this or no?
they do, and I hate it.
Oh no. Why?
No, seriously. Okay, so the Hello Kitty update came out. Let me see. You can actually tell based on my not playing anymore. I think around August, September, because as you can see in September, I wasn't playing Hello Kitty anymore. And it was because of the update.
What
Because
happened?
like everybody wants everything to be at 60 frames per second, but 60 frame per second Hello Kitty feels weird. It's
Uh,
too fast.
yeah.
It's too fast. And like everybody was like, oh, Animal Crossing, and like other than a resolution update, it should have got a FPS. No, I'm glad it's still 30 frames. Like, of course, I like 60 frames per second for like, you know, action adventure games and things like that. But for a cozy game, it just doesn't feel good. It
Yeah,
doesn't feel
I
good
think I think
anymore.
that makes sense. I think that like we've been programmed, and I want to make a video about this specifically. But in games, we've been programmed to feel like the tech is like linear, where it's like, okay, we
Yeah,
got technology for 120 frames per second. That's the way to play video games now. Where
right,
like that's not how frame rates are used in really anything else. Like in
right.
film, a lot of the times higher frame rates are used for like narrative reasons, and there's like ways to like disorient you by doing higher frame rates and that kind of stuff.
Hmm. And it
Like
definitely doesn't work in a cozy game. A cozy
right.
game needs to be slow.
Hmm.
It needs to feel like calming. That's the reason why we play cozy games.
Yeah.
And then I get on Hello Kitty with the new update. and like my character is just like zipping through. I'm just like, bro, no, it's supposed to be a leisurely pace. Like, I'm gonna go back to it one day because I do want to get the DLC, but
Why don't you just
that's
uninstall the Defender?
I thought about
I
it,
mean,
but I paid $10.
yeah, but you hate it. So like,
That's fair. I already paid my
I
money.
think it's more of a waste of your money to not play the game at all because you don't like the of the
You
Switch
know
2 edition
what? That's a good
than it
point.
is to be like, I'll take that L on that $10.
That's a good point. I will go back to it. I actually just been legitimately preoccupied with other stuff though.
Yeah,
Like
that's
I
fair.
don't hate it. Like I'm never gonna play it again. But I was just like, eh. Anyway, move on to September. You would never believe what I played in September
What game came out on
on
the
the
GameCube?
GameCube Nintendo Classics app.
I'm trying to think what came out in September. Is that even
I
relevant? Is it a
played
game?
it from start to finish.
What? What? I don't
Yeah,
just. Okay, what game was it? I don't think I'm gonna guess.
it was Chibi Robo.
Oh, okay.
I cannot believe how that game really just like wrapped me. I
Have you
was
played it
locked
before?
in.
Was this your first time
No,
playing it?
see, here's the thing, AJ. I skipped out on the GameCube that
Okay.
era.
Mhm.
During that era, I think that's when I was in college. I was either finishing high school or entering college.
Okay.
So I wasn't really too invested in video games because I was in organizations, like I was in, academic organizations. I was
Mhm.
trying to get my grades, get in school, da da da. And then when I entered college, I was also in organizations and I was just busy just doing college stuff.
Right.
So I didn't really play a whole lot of video games. And the video games that I did play were PlayStation 2 games because one of my cousins hand gave me his PlayStation 2 when he was done with it. And I just didn't get a chance to play the GameCube until this guy that I was dating in college at the time. It was actually right after the Wii came out. His roommate sold him his GameCube because he was getting ready to get a Wii.
Mhm.
And on my college boyfriend's GameCube, we played Super Smash Brothers Melee. I tried the original Metroid Prime. We played Mario Kart Double Dash. I can't think of anything else that he had that we played together. But I played the GameCube very late, is my point. So
Okay.
I missed out on that whole generation. Um, so a lot of these games that are coming to NSO are actually new to me,
Are you gonna play
except
Animal
for
Crossing?
no, never played Animal
No,
Crossing.
I said, are you going to?
If they bring it to the NSO app, I'll play it. I don't like the fact that you can't be black, but I'll play it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying, I don't like that, but
True.
I'll play it just to give it a try. But I am actually really interested in a lot of those GameCube games because, like I said, a lot of those games are new to me, except
Mhm.
for Windmaker because the remake came out on the Wii U or whatever. But I played Chibi Robo from beginning to finish. Like I was so invested. Have you played Chibi
No,
Robo?
I have not.
Oh,
I
Adrian.
almost played the
Oh my
3DS
God.
one. I don't even know what it like I don't know what the game like I saw when they announced it, but I don't
Oh
even
my
really know
God.
what the game is. Like is it a
It is
platformer?
a slice of life type of
What?
game.
I would have
Let
never
me
guessed
tell you.
that.
Let me tell you. Chibi Robo is so deep. It's deeper than just a little like Android dude like walking around doing things. This is a story about a family. Okay? This is a story about a family in turmoil.
Oh
Oh,
no.
I don't want to spoil it. I don't want to spoil it, but it is so good.
I would have
It
never
is
guessed
so
that. I legitimate
it
because
yes.
I only saw the only one that I saw any real gameplay of was the 3DS one. It was like Chibi Robo Ziplash or something like that. I
Oh,
think it's called.
it's so good. Like it's one of those kind of games that reminds you of like those old school feel good movies like E.T. or
Mm,
like The Goonies or
okay.
um like Toy Story. Like it's one of
That's
those
what I was gonna
old like
ask when you started
it
describing that it was
feels
about a family.
yes,
It's like, is it Toy
it
Story?
feels like that, but a video game. And the story is like, what? There's a
I
story
didn't know there was a
in
story to
this?
this game.
And they're talking about some real life stuff. I don't want to spoil it. They're talking about some real life stuff in this game.
I
Like they're
tap
talking
in. I
about,
didn't know this. I had no idea.
man, what? they're talking about like I'm trying to see how can I say it without spoiling it. They're talking about themes like family trauma, like um capitalism and how it affects families when things go awry.
Wait, is it
It
the
talks
family
about
of the robot? Or
man, what? Chibi Robo? Oh my god. Listen, if you are the kind of person who doesn't mind going back some generations and playing retro games, I highly recommend playing Chibi Robo.
okay,
Highly
I
recommend.
need to know context for that because I don't mind playing past generations, but it depends on how well the game aged for
For
me.
me, Chibi Robo still holds up.
Okay.
But to be fair, I'm an older person,
Mm.
so my my tolerance for old games is very high. I don't know you're not that much younger than me. I know that.
Yeah.
But I come from a different era, I feel like, of games when it comes down to like how I compare myself to other people. Like so, even some of
Yeah,
my like
I think we talked about this a little bit, but I know you started with like cuz I started my first console that I got that I remember getting, and even that I got at the tail end. Like I got it when the console itself was new, but it was a revision. I got the SNES, like Model 101, I think it was called.
mm-hmm.
And I was, Super Mario, Link to the Past, uh freaking Mario Paint. um but most of that, like when I was like first starting to play games, was the N64. Like that's the generation
Right,
that I was like old enough to understand what was happening. Like the first console that was in
right,
my house, what like it was that generation before it. It was my sister had
right,
a
right,
Sega Genesis, and we got the SNES when I was
right.
like I
And
don't know,
so
like three.
I've experienced gaming since the NES, and for me, the SNES is when I understood what was happening.
Mm.
So for me, I feel like I have a higher tolerance for even retro games in a 3D era because I remember a time when we went from like 2D sprites to like bam, now we can look around. Like I remember that and being like, oh,
I think that
so like for me,
that
I feel like I have higher tolerance
like
for
me
it because
missing
even
out
though
on like as a kid playing NES, I
mhm,
think like it gave me zero tolerance for that. Like, cause me and Bob, we talked about this when he was on the podcast. There's like alpha generations. There's like
mhm,
the generation where it's like, all right, video games, NES. There's platformers and we're figuring it out. They're
mhm.
kind of janky. SNES comes out, it's like we figured it out. We know what we're doing now.
Oh, that was the
We
best.
get
Oh,
2D
I love.
games now. And then N64 comes out and it's like, I don't know what the heck's going on with this 3D thing. And then GameCube
I
comes out and
know.
it's like, all right, we figured it out now. I like the my first experience being a generation that they figured it out, I think hurt how I feel about the generations where they don't got it
It's
figured out.
really
Like
unfortunate. I'm sorry. It's
N64
really
for me, it was
unfortunate.
like Smash Brothers. Like this is fine.
Hmm.
Pokemon Stadium, because Pokemon, it's you're scrolling through menus, and even that doesn't like playing it now.
Hmm.
I think that game is terrible. um,
Yeah, that's really unfortunate for
Paper
you, man,
Mario
because I can go
is
back and be
another.
like, oh my God, this game still holds up to this day,
Mm.
and I can still play through it. Da, da, da. But if you have a high top, but to be fair to Chibi Robo, I really do think it still holds up. Like when I was playing the
There's like
game, it
games that
wasn't
I
like,
do think hold up on GameCube. Like I was
yeah,
playing Soul
I
Calibur
think
when
that's
this
one
first
of them.
dropped, and I was like,
Hmm.
it feels normal.
Yeah. I definitely think it holds up. But for those of you guys, and well, I know I just talked a lot about the story stuff, but like as far as like the gameplay is concerned, I guess you could consider the gameplay to be more of like a um platformer.
Okay.
You're
So it really
collecting
just, I think
mhm,
I have a lot of confidence in the GameCube generation and because again, that's like the generation where I feel
mhm,
like in that like with that analogy, they figured it out. They were like, all right, we got the kinks mostly. They're like, all right, we got the kinks out last generation in terms of how
mhm.
3D works. Like we're using an analog stick now for the camera instead of buttons.
Yeah.
Um,
Honestly, AJ, I really feel like you would enjoy it because like you're one of those kind of gamers, like you have like diverse taste, I
mhm.
feel like. And I feel like that's the kind of game that maybe at first glance you wouldn't think that you're interested in, but if you actually like gave it a try, I
It
think you would
sounds
actually
interesting.
really
It sounds
enjoyed it. I
interesting. The only thing that I wanted to verify is that it controls well, because
oh yes,
that's something
yes,
that's
it
like risky with early 3D
mhm.
games, you know. So
I think it controls well,
okay,
but I'm an older person. I'm used to a little jank. Hey, um, let's see. October. Oh, October. I played one of the best RPGs that came out this year. Trails in the Sky first chapter.
okay, that
Amazing
sounds
game.
like an RPG for sure.
Amazing game.
Is there supposed to be another chapter?
Yes, it is. The second chapter comes out in the fall of this year.
Oh, okay.
My very first Falcom RPG. And I'm gonna be honest with you, AJ. Like you said at the top of the show that, I'm an RPG person, and
Hmm.
and I am.
Hmm.
But I have to be honest. Like there are, how do I say this? There have been some RPGs from some video game houses that I just have refused to touch because I I'm just like that might be a little too extra for me.
In what way?
And
What do
in
you
the
mean?
past, I'm gonna be honest, in the past, I did feel that way about Falcom RPGs.
Okay.
I always felt like I do like RPGs, I do like games that are anime art style, but there is like a certain level of tolerance that I have for like certain art anime tropes. I'll say it like that.
Okay.
Um,
So what they're freaky? They're too freaky for you?
like some, I'm just like, if I play this game and my sister comes over to my house and I feel like I have to turn it off,
But what about
I don't
Xenoblade
know.
Chronicles 2? Xenoblade Chronicles
You
2
say
is like that.
you say what?
I said Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
And that's one of the reasons why I didn't finish that game. But that's not the reason why I hated it. I don't
Okay.
mind fan service. I play games with fan service all the time.
Okay.
What I don't like is some of the extra stuff, which I don't want to talk about because
Okay.
there are a lot of Xenoblade Chronicles 2 fans out there, and I don't want any more smoke in my comments.
Uh I wish I could read your mind and I would say it as
It's
me, cuz
fine.
I don't care
I
about their smoke.
but
Bring me
but
all the
everybody
smoke.
everybody who knows me knows that I absolutely hate Xenoblade Chronicles 2. And the gag is I have like 80 hours in that game. So it's not like I didn't give it a chance.
Hmm.
I gave it a good chance. I just hated it. It sucked. I didn't
That's the
like it. I
main.
didn't like the characters. Huh?
I was just gonna say that's the main thing for me too. It's like people assume that like the first thing they think is like, oh, you didn't try this thing. The things I hate the most are the things that I gave a try.
Exactly. And I don't normally hate games. So for me to say that, oh, I hated that game, yeah, it means something. But anyway, we're gonna talk about a good RPG. Trails in the Sky First Chapter is a good RPG, and I will say this: it's some of those weird kind of tropes
Mm,
in it, but they're not like front and center.
okay.
I feel like there's still a lot of things to kind of like enjoy and to like grab onto in terms of like the story. But to me, what really got me was the gameplay. Like
What's up
I've
with the
played,
gameplay?
yes, like I've played. I don't want to say a lot because I don't have a whole lot of time to play all the RPGs, but I feel like I've played quite a few RPGs or more RPGs than a lot of people,
Hmm.
especially turn-based ones, to determine which ones are good and which ones stand out and all the things. And to me, Trails in the Sky First Chapter definitely stands out to me. I can't even really explain the mechanics, but one thing that I will say is that it kind of has like a it's kind of like a dual action, but then also turn-based. Like um what can I compare it to? I'm trying to think, what can I compare it to?
Is it like
I don't know. I
the
can't think
Tales
at the
of
moment.
games? Is it like that?
The Tales of games. See, I haven't played enough of the Tales of games.
I played one of them.
Um, I've only played Tales of Arise, and that one is definite action. It's not turn based at all. But what I will say is like when you're in the overworld, you can attack the enemies like and like you would a regular action RPG, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then you could also like transition to like a turn-based mode. So like say like you're just fighting like these little nothing enemies in the world or whatever. You're just trying to get a little bit of XP.
Mm-hmm.
Like you could like fight them like you would, in an action game and just keep moving, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But then let's say that you get to um a tougher enemy and you try those same tactics, eventually you're going to be forced to go into turn based because turn based is where your stronger attacks are. Um, and you have, of course, like your regular attacks, and then you also have like your arts, kind of like in Xenoblade, where you have like arts like your special attacks or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then of course you also have like your special attacks, like when you power up and things like that. And then there also have kind of like quote unquote like fusion attacks, where you can kind of like work together with other characters or whatever like that. But
Right.
anyway, I say all that to say that the combat system is very deep and it's also really engaging. And one of the reasons why I actually played this game in the beginning, because at first glance, this is not the kind of game I would play. You know,
Mm-hmm.
um, I feel like for me, what really got me was the fact that this game has a demo. I think it's literally like the first chapter in the game.
They've been doing that a
That's
lot this generation. That.
Yeah, it's long too. So it's like it's enough to really get like a taste for like what the game is gonna be like.
Mm-hmm.
So that's really what got me. So like you get into the demo, they immediately hit you with a story beat, and for me, I was like, now I need to know what happened.
Yeah, I don't know
Now
why
I need to
every.
know
I
what
feel like
happened.
every game with narrative should do that. It's like
Yes,
a
like now
show.
I need.
I played one of their video games, and it was yeah, 2017. It was 2017. I played one of their games on Switch, and I was like, relatively new to YouTube. Channel was doing pretty good. So a lot of companies would send me games, and I just thought that was cool. I was trying anything because it was like, yo, I literally started this channel because I thought it would be cool to get games for free. And
Right.
you're gonna send me a game? I'll try that. I didn't like it. I forgot what it was called. It
Was
was
it East?
yeah. The one on the Switch, the first one that came out on the Switch, and I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, no, I don't
I've
like
never
this game.
played any of the East games, but I always hear how good they are.
I didn't even really get. I didn't even get far enough to even see what you were talking about in terms of like
Mhm.
the weird stuff that they do. I probably got like an hour or two into the game, and I was like, all right, yeah, that's not for me, and I tapped out.
Yeah. Like I get it. And I get why a lot of people will be like, "Oh, those games they have weird." They do.
Hmm.
I remember I forgot what his name is. Nintendo or something. I don't know. He's posts like deals on Twitter or whatever. But sometimes he'll
Oh
post
yeah,
like
I know
his
you're talking.
personal about video games he's playing, and he made a comment about a weird thing that he thought was weird at the beginning of the game, and people in the comments were thrashing him. And I wanted to step in and say, listen, Trails in the Sky was my favorite game of 2025, but he's right. There's some weird stuff that
Mm,
happens in this game that you gotta look past because the game, like everything else, is just so good. But I feel like I don't mind certain things. It's just like just don't lean too into like, you know, the
I
nonsense.
think the thing
And I,
about
I, I
that,
don't want to say it because I don't want to spoil it for anybody,
that's
but
fair. I think the thing about that is like people don't understand like they don't have good media literacy, and they don't understand
yeah,
what the point of pointing these things out is. They feel like whenever you're like this thing is weird, that you're saying that it's like
that it's not a good game.
like that, and also like you're like criticizing them for liking it anyway. And it's
Right,
like propaganda, like pointing that out, right, and being like Paw Patrol is
right.
propaganda. That doesn't mean that I don't think should be allowed to watch it. That just means that they should be able to identify propaganda when they see it.
It's funny because I was talking to one of my friends about this yesterday because he's replaying Astro Chain, and I've been
Yep.
rewatching him. I've been watching him play Astro Chain again through Nintendo Game Chat,
Hmm.
and I was like, you know what? F12, but this game go hard.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. That's literally what it.
F12, but this game go hard. You got to be able to do both.
Exactly.
You could acknowledge a good game even though it's clearly propaganda because Astro Chain is very much so propaganda, but I still like it.
Yeah. Which is
But
again, that's fine, and there's nothing wrong with liking it. The thing that would be wrong is if like you don't acknowledge that it's propaganda, and the reason why you
that's
don't is
right.
because you want to emulate it. Like that's when it's bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for real. All right, let's see. November. I
Animal
got back into
Crossing.
my Animal Crossing bag. I don't remember what was happening. I think I was just excited because they announced
I was about to say, is this when they announced the Switch edition, Switch Two
mhm,
edition?
they announced the Switch 2 edition and all the new content and in the 3.0 update.
Mm.
And then of course December when I finally finished one of my favorite games of all time, Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition. And I finished the epilogue, the new content that they added to the definitive edition I keep saying a couple of weeks ago. Last week I finished it.
Nice.
And it kind of wrapped up the whole Xeno series in like a nice, cute little bow. And I think as much as I like the series, I think I'm Xenobladed out.
I saw this
I
tweet.
think
I saw
yeah,
it.
I think I'm ready for Monolith Soft to do a new thing. I think I am.
I feel
But
that.
here are all the games I played at 2025. I'm gonna just scroll through. No Man's Sky is another good port on the Switch too. I really enjoyed that. Oh, Fantasy Life. That game was also really good. Of course,
Yeah,
Metroid.
it's
I love that
Mario,
game.
it's
I played
Metroid.
Hyrule Warriors too. I played a little bit
I
of
got
Apex. So
smoked
I
for
ain't
both of
played
those
often.
games.
Sorry. I'm so sorry to hear that, friend. Manami Lane was good. My nephew was playing the coloring book app on my Switch. Kirby. I forgot I got the Kirby DLC too. Splatoon 3, Arms.
I didn't
Yeah.
get the Kirby DLC because it turns out I was playing that on somebody else's account.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I gotta like, I would like literally have to play through the whole game all over again. I was like, I don't want to do
Mm-hmm.
that. Like, I don't mind buying the game again. It's playing the game again that I was like, I don't want to do that.
See, I never played it the first time around. I got it in anticipation for a Nintendo Switch 2 version, and I was not disappointed.
That was a good bet. The jump rope challenge.
My nephew loved that game. I got
Okay.
it.
I was like in 2025.
Yeah, my nephew, he's autistic and
Mm,
he has very like limited fine motor skills, but he
right.
tries so hard to play games with like me and my niece.
Hmm.
So I let him play the jump rope challenge. He likes to play Mario Kart and of course his coloring book game. So some of that is him
That makes sense.
or my niece. Like we were playing Nintendo Switch Sports and Mario Party and all that stuff.
I also
What
played,
are
I'm playing Cyberpunk.
you, you are playing
I am
Cyberpunk.
playing Cyberpunk.
I will eventually go back to that game. I don't know why I stopped playing it. Something else was taking my attention at that time, and I don't remember what it was.
I'm trying to think if I talked to you about my history with Cyberpunk or not.
No,
So I play when it came out on Xbox and PlayStation. I got it on Xbox, and that was like when it first came out. So it was like really buggy, but I got it through Amazon. So I was like, this game is bad. It does not work. I want my money back. So Amazon gave me my money back. But because I bought it through Amazon, they didn't take the game from me. So I still have
What?
the game. I got the game on Xbox and I got it for free. And then
What? How is that possible?
because the only way that they'll take the game away or that they have the facilities to take the video game away is if you buy it through the Xbox store. Like Xbox will rescind the license, but Amazon can't. So Amazon gave me
What?
my money back, and I still got my, I still have the game on my Xbox. And so when Cyberpunk had the price error on the eShop, I was like, oh, this is the
Oh,
time to buy the video game.
you get
Yeah. So I got,
Oh my
so I have two
god!
copies of this game that I spent a total of $18 on.
Oh, you so real for that!
and
Oh my god!
and I only real because I saw that I thought that they eventually would take it away because I bought again this game when this game come out like 2021 or something like that. So I'm like they had to have taken this away by now, but in case they didn't, let me try to transfer my save. So I turn on my Xbox, I update it, and do all that stuff. I transfer the save, and sure enough, I still have the video game. So
And
I've
they
been
still
playing that.
let you boot it up and everything?
Yeah,
Oh my!
yeah, I finessed them
Oh my
crazy for
goodness!
Cyberpunk. So now I feel like if they come out with another one, I gotta find another finesse. I need to like I need to get over on them for every Cyberpunk game to commit to the bit.
I low key wish that I was able to get Cyberpunk during that price era, but I already had it, so I bought it for $70, brand new. And I have only played like 10 minutes of it. And it's not because it's a bad game. I just I'm the kind of person like I get so preoccupied with other things.
Yeah,
Like whether it's like real life or
right.
maybe like another video game came out and that let's see, when did Cyberpunk come out? It came out at launch, right?
Yeah, that was a launch day game.
So what was I playing? Probably Hello Kitty.
Hello Kitty.
Probably playing Hello Kitty.
I was gonna get it because I wanted to like was I gonna make a video about? I think I was gonna make a video about it. That was like when I was first gonna talk about Switch 2 ports. Because even before like Resident Evil got announced and all this other type of stuff, I was like, we're gonna get like this is just gonna be GameCube again. Like we're gonna get like that level, if not better, of third party support. So I wanted to make
It's
a
definitely
hmm?
I think it's definitely better at this point.
I agree. So I was going to make that video at that time, but to do that, I was like, well, it just makes more sense if like if I end up doing that, I want to hit them up and see if I can get a code. But I hit them up too late, so that didn't work out.
Mhm.
And then I was talking about Mario Kart, and I only got but so much bandwidth to make videos, so it's like I'm just going to wait. And I was still going to wait when the price era happened, but I was like, it's $18. So it's like, might
Yeah,
as well.
$18 for a game that big, like that's kind of hard to pass up on. I ain't
Yeah,
lying.
that went crazy.
I'm glad that they honored the pricing error.
Yeah, I was like confused that people were like assuming that they wouldn't. Because I don't think I've ever had a moment on like it like the Nintendo eShop at least where something like that happened and they rescinded it. The only time
Yeah.
I've seen that happen is or something
Mhm.
like that happen is when that one person got Advance Wars early and they
Mhm.
rescinded that because they're like the game didn't even come out for like over a year after that happened.
I feel like CDPR too. They're one of those devs like they try to be for the people. They
Yeah,
try. So I knew that they were gonna honor the pricing error.
right. All right, so is that all we got for the review, the year in
A
review
whole bunch
situation?
of Hello Kitty, which is like I cannot believe this game had me in a chokehold like that this year. Like that's actually insane. And the only thing that came and saved me was Chibi Robo. That's crazy.
That is crazy. I think that it's wild that you got on me for mine. Be like, of course,
Oh, wow.
and stuff like that, and then you're the same. You do the same thing as me.
My hours are crazy, bro.
My Smash hours at this point is like just stream. I don't really play Smash Brothers off stream.
Hmm.
I don't.
I believe you. I believe you.
So this year, and I want them to make a new one because if they make a new one or they do a Switch 2 edition, I'm back. But right now, it's
My
just
thing is,
like
what can they do for a new one? I feel like Smash Brothers Ultimate was literally the ultimate. I mean, the only thing they could do, I guess, is like
they could
I
add
know,
they can add more
one
characters.
more.
They could do more. They could do more.
What characters?
They could do a lot. They could do a lot.
What
But
characters?
what you mean? What characters? There's so many
What
characters.
other characters could they add,
There's more
bro?
characters that have come out since Smash Ultimate came out that didn't exist before that they could put in there,
Like,
and they can update characters that have new games. Like Donkey Kong Bonanza
like,
didn't exist. They could put Donkey Kong
oh,
Bonanza abilities. They could incorporate more of like the stuff that was in Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom that they didn't get to incorporate in Smash Ultimate because they started development before that game came out. They can
I mean, I guess. I mean, but you know what? To be fair, I know you're not too fond of Metroid Prime 4, but they could add
I
some.
was going. That's literally what I was going to say. They can add stuff
And
from
Ravenbeak
Prime Four.
from Dread.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that they can
Raven,
add. There's always more that they could do.
yeah. Because
But that's
Ravenbeak was a dog. I would love to see him in Smash Brothers.
for me. It's not even necessarily just the things that they can add though. It's like rebooting the attention because right now I'm at the point where like where I'm at in Elite Smash or whatever. I'm not. They don't match me up with humans anymore. So it's like I need human players to play against now again. So
So
give
you
me.
saying that Smash is like dead online now?
I'm saying it's dead online for my GSP.
Oh,
Like if I nuked my GSP, I'm sure I could find players online. But at my
so
GSP right
you're just
now, I'm
like
only
that,
getting matched up with bots.
you don't have anybody to play with. That's crazy.
You said what?
You're that like high level that you don't have anybody to play with.
Yeah.
Wow, the flex.
I'm not even trying to flex. It makes me mad. I
I
want to
mean,
play the
it
game.
is a flex though.
I just want to play the video game. That's all I want. But unfortunately, I cannot because, well, I could, but again, I'm just getting matched up with bots, and
Nah, I feel that.
and the bots be cheating. That's the craziest part.
Not the game cheating.
They be cheating, and they still lose, but they be cheating. Like I've uploaded like VODs of it. Like it's egregious. Like how they be giving it up. But anyway,
Wow, not game cheating. That's crazy.
Animal Crossing. There's Animal Crossing to talk about. Oh, wrong scene. This one. There we go. We got the Switch 2 edition and 3.0 and all that good old dear stuff. And I saw you're playing it. I started playing it yesterday. I started playing it yesterday. Because when it first came out, I forgot what I was doing. I was still finishing my video, the last video that I did. So I didn't get a chance to jump in when it first came out. But I went back into the game and I was like, damn, last time I played this game, like, it wasn't even redirect yet. It was still Fanatics 4 at that time. It's like, I was like, Jesus, I gotta like go through and change my flag and redecorate stuff that had the Fanatics 4 like logo on it and whatnot.
I'll never forget the one time I went to some person's island whose name was AJ. The whole time I thought it was you.
Oh yeah, I remember you telling me about that. Yeah. That's funny. I gave Tom Nook money, which I'm angry about because I never wanted to do that again. It was to the point where I was like, I'm not paying off that last loan. It's over. You're done. But I had to pay him because I wanted to upgrade my storage. And that brother charged me, what was it? It's like $3.3 million to max out your storage.
Really? See,
Yeah.
I haven't maxed out all my storage yet.
Turnips were good to me. So I had a lot of money. But I just didn't want to pay him. I don't like him. He's a capitalist
That is
pig.
a lot of money.
I'm not with that. I saw you talking about tooling too. I'm trying to do that. I'm trying to get him. Cause I got the Zelda, which I was mad. So I got one of the Tears of the Kingdom amiibo, thinking that I was like, oh, that's probably gonna let me get the tooling, because I wanted tooling, but they ran out of stock of tooling of that amiibo. So I got a different one, and that one gives you what is her name, Mineru?
Which one?
Huh?
Which one gives you Mineru?
It's the Gerudo champion. I don't remember her name.
Okay.
But she gives you Mineru. But I have the Skyward Sword, Zelda, and the Loftwing amiibo, which that gives you tooling. So
Does it? Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I'm doing that. I'm trying to replace my other. I had a different sporty bird, so I'm kicking him off my island and getting tooling. And then what else? What else new thing happened in the? That's pretty much all I did so far. Is just updating my island from not playing it for a really long time. And I like did the first hotel room, and then I kind of left it at that.
I love the hotel so much.
I'm gonna tap back in, but I'm trying to get tooling. So I haven't really been like, I haven't dove in yet, and I need to think of a new project that I want to do, because like that's what kept me in on Animal Crossing for as long as it did. Where I was like, I wanted to make a stream room for me and Bob, and I don't know if you know all of these people that I'm talking about, but I wanted to make a stream room with me and a few other creators. And I did that, and I was like, all right, I beat the game. Like I actually like I rolled credits, but like in my head, my goal was I wanted to do the full stream room with everybody having the like the setup and like the cameras in there.
You
And
talking about like the Slumber Island stuff?
no. Like in the base game, like in the original game, that was like my main goal when I was playing the game. So now I got to figure out something that I want to like make to make me want to commit to playing again. You know what I mean? Like, because that's what kept me invested in the original Animal Crossing was the goal, or like originally when it came out was my goal of
Right,
having the stream room that look cool.
right.
So now I got to figure that out. But how's your experience with Animal Crossing? I want to hear about before the update came out too. Like, what have you been doing?
Nothing, you know, fishing, catching bugs, changing my outfits.
Oh, so you're just vibing. It's just vibes.
I'm just vibing, man. I just enjoying being back on my island. But in terms of the update, I feel like I've tried a little bit of all of it actually.
Okay.
Um, I've tried the just like the little couple things that are like exclusive to the Switch 2.
Hmm.
Like they have like the megaphone, which I love. I love yelling at my villagers.
I
And
didn't
it
buy that yet.
worked.
I forgot. I literally
Yeah.
forgot. I saw that they said that it was at Nook's Cranny, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. I'm gonna
Mhm.
go get that. And then I got distracted by all the other stuff that I had to do, and I never did
Yeah.
it. But I gotta spin the block. I thought
It
that
actually worked.
I thought it was gonna be for online. I didn't know that it was like you yell at them. What does it do?
It just says like for example, I have like Tammy on my island and I'll like yell into my mic and I'll be like, Tammy, just like the commercial, like the trailer. And she'll be like, did I hear something? I'm over here. The only thing that I wish that it did is that they would actually like walk towards you, but they just kind of like have like a little bubble over their head that says like, "Hey, I'm here," and then you have to go and still like find them.
Oh, okay. So
So
they
like,
like understand their name. I didn't know that.
yeah, they do. Like sometimes they get confused. Like I remember, like I said, Walker one time, and then like Sheldon responded. It was like, "I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to Walker." So like sometimes it gets a little confused, but it works more often than it doesn't work.
Okay.
Um, let's see what else is Switch 2 specific. I guess the update, the resolution update,
You play with
which is
12
like I don't
players
really
yet?
know. I have not. I have not. Unfortunately, a lot of my friends have abandoned the game, so
Okay,
that's
okay.
unfortunate.
Hmm.
I would love to be in a 12-person room though. That sounds fun. But I did play some Slumber Island stuff just a little bit, and then I did invite one of my friends to my Slumber Island, so it was just the two of us. Um, but I do want to talk about the Nintendo Switch 2 specific stuff, like the graphics update. And
Okay.
honestly, I didn't even notice because I always thought that Animal Crossing was a good looking game.
Hmm.
Like, so like you could tell that it's cleaner, but it's just like, okay,
It's
so a
not like a
good
night
looking
and
game.
day difference.
No, not for me, it's not. But then again, I don't like scrutinize every game I play. Um, what else is Switch to specific? I think that's
Mouse
pretty much
mode,
it. Like,
mouse mode.
oh, the mouse mode. I haven't tried mouse mode yet, but
Yeah,
I
same.
have tried the microphone, which I just talked about. But as far as like the other content, like the free stuff, like the hotel content, I'm thoroughly enjoying. Cause I like the Happy Home Paradise DLC.
I played a little bit of that.
And yeah, I haven't finished it. I need to finish it so that I can design my villagers'
Hmm.
houses. Maybe that'll give me something else to do. Maybe I should go ahead and finish that. But I really enjoyed the hotel, not just for the decorating aspect of it, but it's because like you get other villagers on your island. You get different villagers every day that don't live there. They just come and visit. And I feel like I always really enjoyed when I had like visitors come to like my campsite.
Hmm.
But the only downside to that is that they don't leave the tent. They don't wander around your island and like go to the shops, things like that.
Right.
Like it's always cool to have them though. But the good thing with the hotel is that when you create rooms, like of course, like different villagers will come to your island and they actually like walk around and like interact with your island and like interact with your villagers and like you can like talk to them, you know, like they're
Hmm.
like a villager for a day.
Right.
I really like that because especially at like me, a person who this is my first Animal Crossing, it's just good to like be able to like interact with like some of the villagers that I see like people talk about, like, oh, I have so and so on my island, or I have so and so on my island. And even though I don't have them on my island, like I still get to possibly let them visit and like come to my island. Like I think that's actually really cool.
Yeah.
Um,
You get to like it's like a trial period almost.
yeah, I
Have you
really
found
like them.
anybody that you like are you solidified on who's on your island and you don't want to kick
Oh,
nobody out? Or
oh my villagers can't leave. It's get out over here, buddy boy. You're not leaving.
so my philosophy with my Animal Crossing island for the most part is I just need like for the most part I want to like my villagers and then I want one that I don't like. I gotta have a nemesis.
No, I have one that I don't like, but she can't leave either. It's like, no, you've been here too long. You stay. I am a creature of habit. I need to see you and your house in that very same spot at all times.
I'm not that. I'm not that. I just need. I want the dynamics. I can like I said, like I went Toolin and I'm going to kick out the other bird because he also is an athletic bird. So it's like, okay, well you're just the same guy basically. So I'm going to kick
But
you out
here,
and bring in Toolin.
yeah, we like Tulin over here. Team Tulin.
Absolutely. But outside of that, I don't know. There might be some other ones that I want to kick out. The only ones that I can even think of right now is I got Meringue. She's cool. I like her design. I got I don't even remember. I think the squirrel. It's like a superhero squirrel. I got her. She's cool too. And then I got what's the wolf guy's name? I forgot the wolf guy that I got, but he's
There's a
like
lot of wolf guys.
uh I don't remember his name. But I also have Vivian, who's a wolf lady.
Oh, she visited me. Did she? Was it her? I think it was her who visited me.
Did she mention me?
Yeah. No, unfortunately. Sorry to tell you. But she did. She came and visited my hotel and she was like walking around and shopping and stuff. She was really nice.
Yeah, she's cool. But outside of them, I don't remember my other villagers, so they can leave. I don't care. It's over.
See, I'm very attached to my villages. I love them all except for Sydney. But if I did have to pick one out, it would probably be her. But she's the reason why all that drama happened on my island. And
Yeah, I
I
remember
kind of
that.
live,
I remember that.
I kind of live for
That's
it.
why I brought up. I gotta have one villager I don't like because I was like, I saw that saga and I was like, oh yeah, nah, that's Bruce. That's how I feel about Bruce. But that he gotta stay there though, because it's like if I don't got somebody to hate when I'm on the island, something don't feel right. It doesn't feel like a real
Yeah, you
neighborhood.
need a little bit of pressure on the island, just a little bit, like not too much to where it becomes
Yeah,
like an full experience, but you need a little pressure on the island
it
sometimes.
got simulation vibes if you don't got at least one islander that you
Oh,
don't like.
and that's why I'm looking forward to Tamagotchi Life. My town is gonna be so messy. I can't wait.
I like Tomodachi Life a lot. That game is hilarious.
My town is about to be so messy. I can't wait.
Do we have a
Oh,
date for that? I don't think so.
I
I think
know.
it's still
I'm
2026.
still waiting for them to drop something about Tamagotchi Life. Hopefully, they say, "Oh, by the way, it's also coming to Nintendo Switch too." I hope that's
It
one of the
make me
things.
so mad if they don't. I don't know why.
Oh my
Like,
goodness.
we should like it should at least do like like the Mario
Like an update for
Odyssey,
that or
like
something.
Pokemon Scarlet Violet update where it's not a Switch 2 game, but it has Switch 2 features where it's 4K, it's all that stuff.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. I can't wait. I cannot wait for Tamagotchi Life. I'm not even gonna lie. But anyway, let me stay on topic. So I didn't finish my what I was saying about the Switch 2 stuff. So
mhm.
I did try Slumber Island. And like I said, I did invite one of my friends. She came over to my Slumber Island a couple of days ago, or the other day. And I really, really like the idea of the Slumber Island and that you can decorate it as, like you want. You can decorate it freely with any island, with any item. you've ever obtained. The only thing that's missing, and to me, this is a big thing. I don't know if this is going to be a big thing for a lot of other people, especially a lot of the creative people who know how to, improvise and like use items to make them look like structures. Because there's a lot of people out there who are really talented in that
Hmm.
way. I am not. But the only thing that's really kind of like disappointing is that you can't add building.
What do you mean? Like,
Like the only building in your slumber island is your house. So like
oh,
there's
that's
not
whack.
like prefab houses to represent like your villagers' houses, or like a prefab building to like represent like a museum. Like I don't even have to like walk into them, but like let me at least use like a prefab structure
Wait,
just
so
to
are
represent
villagers not in like it's just you when you go in there?
it's just you.
That's
And
whack.
even when, yeah, and like even when like your friends come to like your slumber island, they don't bring their house with them. It's just your house.
That's whack. So what do
I
you
hate
even
that.
do? What is there to do?
I mean, you can do all the things that you normally do. Like you can plant flowers, you can plant trees, you can, make rivers and lakes and ravines and
Oh, that is the
you
different. Like you can so because unless they change it, I don't know if they've changed this since I stopped playing. But you couldn't like terraform when somebody was on your island. Can you like change that stuff?
yes, y'all can terraform together. Like me and my homegirl, like I was digging a river and she was making like cliff sides and stuff. So like
Oh,
we can
that's
do all of
cool.
that stuff together. But it's just like if you want buildings, you got to do it in like a roundabout way. Like some content creators are really good at that kind of stuff. Like they use like
I remember everybody was
historical
like trying to make
things and like the
Japan.
castle things and hmm?
I said I remember everybody was trying to make like Tokyo, like they were making like Japanese cities and stuff. That
Yeah, like some people can make something like look like a structure. I don't have that talent, but I'm pretty sure that's a way that a lot of people are getting around it, but I feel like it just should have been there. You could pretty much do everything except for have buildings, and I think that's kind of whack because when you think about when you design your island, a lot of it is more or less designed around your facilities and like your house and like your villagers' houses.
yeah,
So to have a slumber island and not have anything to kind of fill some of that space is kind of disappointing, but
that
like I
was
said,
like
I'm
a
sure that there's people out there who can work around it.
that would have been a good opportunity, and this is what I thought they were going to do, where it's like you have like you can get facilities and dream islands that you can't necessarily get in the main game, like how there's like the temporary villagers that come in, like what's his name, Kicks, like him coming in and be like, I got these shoes for you or whatever. That like
Oh
them
yeah,
having like stand-in stores in these dream island, this
that would have been
that
cool
would
for
have been
sure.
cool if they did something like that, and that's what I thought they would do. But
That would have been cool for sure. I was hoping that they would at least let like the people you invite like bring in their house.
mhm.
Like I was playing with my homegirl Rose the other day. Like, why can't she bring like her house? Like my house is here. Obviously, it's my island, but like when she arrives, like why can't she bring like her house? Because like the way that it is in the slumber island is like your house is empty. It doesn't look the same as your house. Like it's literally just a blank slate. So like you can redecorate it however you want
Mhm.
in your slumber island and make it look different from in your real island. So it's like why can't she just bring her house and maybe we could make like a little village of just us, and our
Yeah.
friends. That would have been a good idea. I don't know if they're going to update the game anymore because I mean, it's already been like so long since the last update. But if they do decide to update it in the future, I definitely hope that that's something that they add.
Yeah, I don't know. It depends on, I guess, what their plans are for
It
Animal
might not
Crossing
be
on
until
Switch
next year.
too.
To be honest, at this rate, they'll probably just wait for like the next one.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying it depends on, because like that's the thing I'm scared of for like Smash is that it turns it like it's Mario Kart. It's Mario Kart last generation, where it's like here's the one that you played on Wii U again, because nobody bought Wii U, but this would be for a different reason,
Hmm.
obviously.
I think they
Um,
will definitely do something different.
and I think that if they end up just updating this game, because we got a Switch 2 edition of this, right? And that
Hmm.
could mean, because they didn't say before, like with the last update that we got, they said it was the last update when we got Happy
Yeah.
Paradise or whatever. When we got that content, they're like, it's the final update. But then we got this update, and they didn't say that this is
Um,
the final update for real this time. So I don't know.
I
Maybe they
don't
will
think.
update it more.
I think they're gonna. I think they're gonna do a new Animal Crossing.
I think they
But
should.
to be fair, I guess to be fair to your point, they did come out with like a whole new SKU for the game. It wasn't just like an upgrade pack, to be fair to you. So maybe they will continue on with this one, but I feel like the first game had so many eyes on it and so many players and it
Yeah.
made so much money.
Hmm.
But because we were just in like a different time at that time, people have like completely like fallen off the game. I think they should just go ahead and bring out a new one.
Yeah, I agree.
Like,
I think that they should. I just don't know if they will. Is more so what I'm saying. Like I
I
think that like regardless, like even though we're not in COVID anymore, yet, because who knows?
man, what? Ain't no telling what's gonna happen
Yeah, exactly.
these
Um,
days. Sometimes.
I think even if it doesn't do as well, it'll still do really good because Animal Crossing
Oh,
already
absolutely.
sold pretty well. Like
It
it was
did.
already a 10, 15 million unit seller consistently,
Yeah.
and then it went up to 40. So I don't think it's going to go back to 15. It's going to be 20, 25, you know.
Right.
And that's still
Mhm.
worth releasing a new game to get that 20 million units. So I
That's
think
why I think they will bring out a new one.
mhm.
Cause like I don't think. Well, I guess it depends. I think maybe with this update, maybe they were trying to see if this will like bring people back.
Mhm.
And while I do see that it is bringing people back, it's definitely not going to be as exciting as like a new entry.
Right.
And because they do make so much money from Animal Crossing, I definitely think they are going to do a new one.
Agreed. I just want them like if they the thing that would like bring me back and I'm sure like other people, well not as many people obviously. Again, short of another quarantine situation, I don't think we're getting everybody back. Um but I think that there just needs to be more stuff to do in the game with other
Right.
people. Like
Right.
it's too reliant on the like make your own fun aspect, which I think should be there. But like New Leaf, they had built in like hard coded like mini games that you could do with your friends on the island that
Right.
you go to. And I think that that was an aspect of this game that they missed out on. That like I was again when they announced this update was happening, I was hoping they were going to do something like that, and they did not. So hopefully,
Right.
hopefully there's another game and they do that with that game.
Yeah, they definitely need to add more stuff to do with people.
Agreed. Well, that's all the topics I had. You got anything on your mind you want to talk about, or are we done?
Um, Let me see. Anything on my mind? I don't know, man. I've been enjoying my Switch too. That's really all I can
So
say.
have I.
Like I know there's a lot of quote unquote controversy surrounding the Switch 2 and how everybody keeps saying that there are no games. But honestly, when you have diverse tastes in video games and you're not just waiting for the next Mario and Zelda, there's so much to play. And this is coming from someone who is a very big Zelda fan.
Yeah.
I've been enjoying my Switch too.
And there's so many games to play that you couldn't play before in ways that you could play them now. Like I've played Madden. I'm playing Madden right now. I don't do
That's a game
that.
trial. Wait, are you playing it as a game trial or did you actually
Yes,
get
yeah,
it?
yeah, yeah. I'm play. I might buy it. I don't know. Um, but you know, I wouldn't normally play that video game, but it's a new experience. I could play it
I'm definitely
portably, so
playing
it's
one.
not as big of a commitment as it would be if I'm like sitting down at my setup and doing all that. Um,
Right.
so I don't know. I think there's a lot of like versions of that happening, and the fact that you can just straight up play third party games and they run
With
well, especially for the
with
platform that you're on.
yes, for little to no compromises. I feel like for me, I've always been a really big Nintendo fan.
Hmm.
Like all my life, I've been a really big Nintendo fan.
Right.
But there were like certain things that I'm just like, I am not playing that on Nintendo.
Hmm.
Like, no, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
But now I'm in a space where I'm just like, I don't have to feel like that anymore. I
Exactly.
feel like we're finally in a space where, and I know this is a big buzzword in gaming, but it's true. we are really truly living in a space of diminishing returns where
Yeah.
even if there are compromises to be made on the Switch 2, they're so minuscule they don't even really matter. Um, so I feel more comfortable playing a lot of my third party games on the Switch 2 because the Switch 2 just it simply just can do it. It can do it. So why
Yeah.
not?
And
Like
like even
I
even beyond like the like technical, like what's technically possible, like as far as like
mhm,
how like computer science has advanced and stuff like that and is advancing, the cost I think is what's going to level the playing field. And that
yeah,
was going to happen before we even got to the point that we are now, as far as like people buying PCs and stuff with like RAM shortages and like all these like chip manufacturers talking about they don't want to sell to consumers anymore. They want to sell to like these data centers and for AI and all that nonsense. It levels the playing
mhm,
field for Nintendo because then it's like, okay, well, we can't make these like there's no like realistic future in the near future where the next thing is like, oh, 8K video games, or even
man,
like every
no.
game being 4K 60. So
Yep.
because the like that, along with the fact that like Switch 2 is it's a bigger like second like option for like the third party developers that typically wouldn't
Exactly.
look at Nintendo than
Like they
Xbox
really
is.
are feeling like I mean, it's a terrible time for video games in general, but
Yes,
Nintendo of all people, they are able to benefit from this weird time more than anybody for that very reason.
agreed. I think that, and even them, like it's not like ideal for them in the sense that like everything is more expensive, so everything is more expensive.
Right.
So because like the cost of games or whatever is like the $70 standard, and they'll never run away from the Mario Kart thing. Like I still see on a regular basis that it's like, oh, Switch 2 has $80 games. And it's like,
Oh
no,
yeah,
it
they're not
has a $80 game. And that one game, most people that bought it in the first year of the console's existence did not pay $80.
yeah,
But
they're not gonna run away from that. I mean, that's tough, but I think that with time, the more that the library grows and the more that people feel like, okay, well, maybe there is something for me to play. People always make concessions when they find something that they enjoy.
yeah,
Like as soon as that next Mario comes, as soon as that next Zelda comes and the library grows, the fan base is gonna grow, the user base is gonna grow. And I think that them getting like these meaningful third party games, like that's definitely gonna make it's gonna make a difference for sure.
and they're like addressing a lot, not like in a public way. Like they're not acknowledging that they're doing this, but they're addressing a lot of the like price concerns in ways that they normally wouldn't. Like they have had like multiple store wide sales already. The Switch
Yeah,
One was not getting stuff like that in its first year. I would have
yeah.
never been able to buy Cyberpunk 2077 for even the $40 that it was supposed to be, let alone the $18. Like there's games that like when the console first came out, I put in my wish list for like the launch title stuff, like Split Fiction and stuff like that. I've gotten the alert that they've been on sale several times throughout the life of this console already. And
Hmm.
as we both know, Nintendo got the reputation that they don't really do that. But this
I
generation they
hate when
have.
people say that.
Yeah, it's dumb.
Like,
It's a stupid.
it's dumb. It's like, all right,
Yeah,
all right,
it
y'all got
it's very stupid because they're like it's disingenuous. It's like yeah, Steam sales happen and stuff like that, but like Baldur's Gate 3 is still $60. You know?
it. That's what I keep trying to tell people. It's not even like a comparison to other things. Because everybody's like, oh, Nintendo games never go on sale. Yada, yada. I turned on my PlayStation just a couple of weeks ago, and guess what? Ghost of Tsushima still $70.
Yep.
So what? What are we talking about? Of course, a lot of these first party games are not going to go on sale as often as other games because they have a console that they're still trying to sell and trying to get the most of their money. And I don't think there's anything wrong with
And they
that.
know where people are
They
going to
do
buy.
eventually
The thing is like
go.
people like gamers are too parasocial and they feel like to their credit, I guess, because a lot of these sales are marketed like that where it's like we're your friends, so we're going to charge less money than that guy. Of course, Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy is less money than Mario. We're nicer than them. But in reality, it's like Mario's just more clouded. So he could demand more money than Crash can in 2025. Or when did that game come out? Like 2021 or whatever. Um,
Absolutely.
and that, like, that's
But
really,
third party games and like other games, like they're on sale all the time on the eShop, like
yes.
all the
The
time.
same Ubisoft games that go on sale for $10 6 months later, they go on sale
They
for $10
they go
on the
on
Switch
sale
as
on the
well.
eShop too. I just bought Red Dead Redemption for $25 a couple of weeks ago.
And the Switch 2
On the
edition was free.
like exactly.
Yeah.
Like exactly. It's like y'all talk nonsense.
There's just too many, like, too much disingenuous framing. And that's like always existed, but now it feels like a whole industry. Like I feel like
I think
most popular Nintendo creators right now, like that's what they're doing is like talking about how
yeah.
much they hate the thing.
I think it's more annoying for me because these same types of very shallow, non-nuanced conversations have also bled into other sectors of life.
Yes.
Because at one point, it was like, okay, it's just you weirdo gaming dudes talking about this stuff. Okay, whatever. Now it's everybody talking about it in their perspective fields. You can't escape it in music. You can't escape it
Hmm.
in real world current events. You can't escape it when you're talking about fashion. You can't escape it nowhere. So it's like everybody's just dumb. I hate
Yes.
it here.
And
Everybody's dumb.
I don't get why the people like I firmly believe that these creators, they're aware of what they're doing. Most of them know that like they're grifting, like that's what they're doing. But a lot of their audience is not. Like they have like an inkling of that feeling, and then the creator says like I too feel like that, and I'm even more angry. So then the viewer feels justified in their anger, and they're like, well, that guy's even more angry than me, so this must be messed up. Like this is his job, he knows more than me, so I should be more angry, right? But they're not looking at the fact that everything is like that. And that's been my main thing where it's like, yes, things are more expensive and that sucks. But I think that is disingenuous and inaccurate to be mad at Nintendo for charging whatever they're charging for whatever game you want to be mad at them for charging when everything is that. You know, when your groceries are more money. Like, why are we not yelling about the fact how much eggs cost or whatever, but we're yelling about how much Mario Kart is? Like, come on.
Because
BFFR.
I think people are miserable because everyday life is currently miserable, especially if you're an adult
Hmm.
trying to do adult things. Everything sucks. So you need an outlet somewhere. But instead of screeching at tangerines who need to be screeched at, you decide to screech at video games instead.
Yes. And I hate that. I hate that. I hate it so because the same platform that they're screaming about this for that Tangerine is watching. So you're letting him go get off scot free.
Exactly. And then the tangerines just keep doing tangerine things, and everybody's just like, okay, but video games, like, all right, y'all got it.
And that, like in the same breath that they'll be like if you say we say this right and we're shields and we're defending the corporation and stuff like that, right? But the moment that you're like the tangerine is making your life worse, they're like, how dare you make it political? How dare you say that? You know, it's just like
That's
there's
why that's why I just don't say anything anymore. I just talk about what I like because really, even though I know I'm an educator,
Mhm.
and I shouldn't allow ignorance to fester, I just don't have the temperament because some people are just willfully dumb.
Yes. 100%.
I have more patience for people who are like genuinely seeking information, genuinely seeking knowledge, or even people who are young. I have a high tolerance for young people who just simply don't know. But some of y'all are my age and older. Like I just don't have the tolerance. I don't.
I think I have too much anger in my heart and my soul, so I can't not say anything. Yeah, I can't not say anything. You know what I mean? Like I just be tight, so I
I'm
have to
trying to
say
protect
something.
my peace.
You
I'm
said
trying to limit how quickly my wrinkles. Like I'm already an aging woman. I don't need to preload the wrinkles. I just like how when you're playing a video game on PC and it says preloading shaders, I
yeah.
don't want to preload the wrinkles before I need to. So I protect my peace. I log off and I go play Animal Crossing, and that makes me happy.
I wish that it was that easy for me, because not
Now,
even
if I see
not
people in
even
real
I don't even necessarily mean
life,
like
that's
as a content creator, right? It's just like
different.
there's things that are being discussed on the internet, and not just in video games but in everyday everything
Yeah.
that bleeds into real life. I talk to people that
Yes.
I know in my real life, and they regurgitate these talking points that they see on the internet and that they see
Yeah.
on TV
That's
and
why
that they
I
see
say
on.
it's different in real life. If I'm hearing these things in real life and I have the information to say, all right, hold on now, then I will say the thing.
Mhm.
But like this internet stuff,
Yeah, arguing with a random
I don't
person that I don't know on the
mm.
internet is not really the thing.
Like I posted something about how I built I didn't build it, but be how I bought my pre-build. And I was like, I used to care about, building my own rig and doing the things, but like I just got a pre-build because of ease of use, you know. And somebody randomly came on my page and was like, "Oh, well, you're a black woman. You don't even know how to do the thing." I'm like,
What?
all right. I'm not intelligent enough, even though I have a live stream on my channel of me building my PC. But it's fine. I don't have to argue these things with people. It's like, you know what? You know what? Bless your heart. Bless your
Yeah,
heart.
that's
And that's where I'll
that's how. So I feel like that, but the difference is, like, when it's a figurehead, that's what I'm tight. Like
oh
it's like you got to take the boss out. I don't care about the minions, but but the
yeah.
boss that's like facilitating these discussions is the ones that I'm
Mhm.
like, nah, like
Gotta take them down.
yeah, I have to mention that, like, I have to be the counterbalance to the. I don't even want to name specific creators because I don't want to do that. I don't want
No,
to
I get
be
it.
beefing,
I get it.
but
Because there's people out here who have minions of people who will fight for their cause.
it's not even really that. Like, I don't really care about that. You could be in my comments being mad that I mentioned a creator. I made a video about a long time ago about Donkey, where it was like, video game Donkey,
Hmm.
because he made a video about like video game journalists, and I'm like, you got to be real. This is left Twix, right Twix. Like, you're doing the same thing that they're doing, and they do the same thing that you do. You just have the new car smell of, you're not an established like industry. YouTuber is
Hmm.
still relatively new, whereas journalism is not. So to pretend that like them saying a game is bad for something that you don't agree with is really no different than you doing the same. And just because you feel like because it's like a company or a corporation or whatever, that they're like absolved from the same level of like understanding that people should pay you because you're a creator that they know. Like, just
Right.
like I can point to Video Game Donkey and be like, he feels like this and this about a video game. I can look at IGN or GameSpot or whatever and see who wrote that article and trace back how they feel about different games, and have that same
Right.
level of like, be it like, oh, they just don't like fighting games. They just don't like RPGs. They just don't like, but with
Right.
IGN, it's just like, or any outlet, that's not allowed. So, right, I made that
Right.
video basically talking about that, and people were in my comments like trying to defend Donkey, and I'm like, I don't care. I don't care. Like, that does not matter to me. I care so much more about like the record being correct. I want people to know
Yeah.
that somebody said something. Like, not everybody was just being a drone and being like, I like
Yeah.
Video Man that has lots of subscribers. Smiley face.
Mhm. Hilarious. I don't know, man. I don't really follow enough people to
Mhm,
get into all the things.
mhm.
So I try to stay out of all of that. But I understand it. Like ignorance legit bothers me. That's
Yes.
why I check out. But you lock in, I check out.
Yeah. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. I go through it, ebbs and flows for me. I had a phase where I was like, I can't do nothing about it, and then I got angry again, and I was like, now I gotta try. I got, but I don't know. I think that there's nothing else that I got. We good?
I feel like we've talked about all the games.
We talked about all the games. We did all the things. We don't have another Nintendo Direct yet, so there's not a.
Oh my
We
gosh.
don't have a new. Well, I feel like we know enough that we could like. What's your top three games that you're looking forward to right now?
Nintendo or in
Just in
general?
general.
Okay, let me think. I am really looking forward to Tamagotchi Life.
Okay, yeah.
I am really looking forward to Fire Emblem.
Hmm.
And what else am I looking forward to this year? I'm trying to think of something else. I'm not really good at keeping games at the top of my mind unless I know they're coming out like soon. Well, I guess speaking of coming out soon, Dragon Quest Seven Remake. That's coming out soon. So
Oh,
Dragon
did you
Quest
play
7
that demo? I heard that demo came out.
Oh yes, it's so good. Dragon Quest 7 Remake, Tamagotchi Life, Fire Emblem.
Okay. I'm
Um,
looking forward to Fire Emblem. Do we have this discussion about how I like Fire Emblem?
yeah, I think the last time that we spoke, you mentioned it.
Yeah, with
We were
Frederick
talking about
and
EJs
and
and maybe
Frederick
how they got
died,
killed.
and then I was locked in because I was like, "How dare y'all
Hmm.
kill Frederick? That's messed up."
Oh
Um,
yeah.
so I got to get this one, and
So let me ask you this: have you been playing Path of Radiance then on the NSO?
I considered it. I think I might, but again, this came out around the time because like I was locked in on the last video that I made. So when they announced it, I wasn't really playing anything outside of stream. Um, so I didn't play it yet, but I want to, so I probably will.
Yeah.
But I don't know the difference because the first Fire Emblem game that I played was Awakening, and as far as I understand, that's like
Ooh.
new era Fire Emblem.
It is, but it's not a bad place to start.
I more so mean like would going back feel bad? Like
I'm trying to think. Maybe because I mean, Fire Emblem Awakening is where the modernization began for the franchise with the way that they tell the story, a little bit more cinematic, dialogue. I feel like they paid attention to a bit more in Awakening, and then these newer ones. You might, I mean, if you already have NSO, just play it. If you
yeah,
don't like it,
I'm
then
gonna
don't
check
play
it
it.
out. I'm gonna check it out. I think because my suspicion is Pokemon. It's like Pokemon, where going back to old Pokemon games feels terrible. It's like, and again, like I mentioned before, there's like some exceptions. There's like parts in the like life cycle where they like figured it out. It's like, okay, we understand the Nintendo DS technology, so we can make a game that runs well and works and all that stuff. And then they go to the next generation. And it's like we don't understand it anymore. I'm
Mhm.
scared that it might be that. It might feel like that, but I'll check it out and see.
Well, I don't know if it'll be that. I feel like for me, just with my experience with the Fire Emblem series, the older ones feel more serious.
Okay.
If I don't know how to explain. Like if okay, let's compare, let's see, Path of Radiance to Awakening.
Hmm.
Awakening feels more like it's trying to entertain a general audience. So like it's like more of a
It's like an MCU type beat where it's like they got brevity. They be joking.
I don't want to say MCU. I feel like it's more like the difference between like I don't know because I don't watch enough TV. Like like how you can watch I don't know like Little House on the Prairie, right? I read all those books when I was a child, okay? And it also had a TV show back in the day.
I
So
mhm.
let's say Fire Emblem Awakening is Little House on the Prairie. Little House on the Prairie is just a more like cinematic way of showing like that particular time period and lifestyle, right?
Okay.
Versus uh a special on PBS about that particular time
Okay,
period.
so
It's
you're
like
talking about like production values. I thought you were talking
yeah,
about
so like
like
yes,
gameplay
like
and like
like
how.
production
Mhm.
value,
Okay.
the way that the story is approached in the older games. That's what I mean when I say it feels more serious. And then Fire Emblem Awakening and then all of the modern games, like they still have, like that quote unquote serious tone where things are happening, but the way that it's told is in a way that's more appeasing to like a general audience, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So you might still appreciate it, but I will say it is more like the PBS special version of Little House on the Prairie. And maybe I'll
Don't they
teach
have
you
like
all that.
less social stuff in the older games? Because I think that might be a problem. Because I think that that's what has me locked in is that I
They,
get to like learn the characters and care
they,
about them to various degrees. It's Animal
yes,
Crossing, and but
yeah.
the difference is sometimes they die, and then I'm sad.
I mean, they still die in the
Well,
old
I know
games,
that,
and they
but like they could die, like if they die and they're just like generic video game character that I don't really know
nah,
anything
you
about.
still like them. You still
Okay,
like the characters.
okay,
Like it's not like all the social link stuff that they have in like the newer games,
hmm,
but you still grow to like the characters. They're just a character in the overarching story, but it's not like the social link stuff and all
hmm,
that stuff
right,
they do in the new games.
okay.
But
That makes sense. I'm gonna tap in. I gotta try that. I gotta try Chippy Robo, and
oh, absolutely.
I'm still playing Cyberpunk. I need to go back to Silk
I
Song at
don't know
some
how you
point.
don't have the time.
I don't. I don't. But I don't know. I'll figure it out. I think the GameCube games are easy because I don't mind just playing it in a handheld mode. So
Oh yeah, absolutely.
so we'll do that. Well, Nia, this was a good time.
Yes, we always have good conversations when we get together.
Absolutely. Your schedule is just hard.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't be wanting to bother you. so, so it's like but I figured I'd reach out just in case this time because I was like, all right, it's your review. I gotta try.
I made an exception for you because tomorrow is MLK Day and I ain't got to go to work. So I
Hmm.
was like, you know what? Let me talk to AJ.
I appreciate
Let's go
it.
ahead and talk about the video games. I don't have anything else to do.
I appreciate that. Well, you're like retired low key content creation, but you
I
be streaming sometimes. So follow Nia, the video game her, watch her streams and whatnot. Follow her on Twitter also. She's now retired on social media.
no, I'm not. I still post video clips of like me when whatever I'm playing at the time and things like that. So yeah.
Hmm. All right. Bye.
Thanks for the invite.
Of course, of course.